she was mispresenting herself.
Okay. So she misspoke.
Yes.
She didn't articulate
Yes.
correctly.
You will explain something to the officer. You from another angle. He said she was. It's like a private talking between them and the.
Hi guys, Sugo lilymutamztv, also known as Z, go from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you will be notified that Z post ka video.
In this video, Simon Mwewa Len visited the Chinese restaurant, and the owner of the restaurant answers some questions, but he tries to make the whole Chinese restaurant accusation as an allegation and says that the Chinese woman was not understood. I don't believe this. Watch this video and I will make my commentary in my next video.
That's Luma Road, isn't it? Here it is. Yeah, it's straight. I think that's it. Chinese restaurant. Is this it? Yeah. Yeah, this is it. All right, Facebook. This is the restaurant. What's that shimiani? Can hardly see. How do you go? Okay. All right, guys, let me give you an update on this issue. Okay, this restaurant, this is the restaurant. It's called the Lantern Restaurant. And yeah, there it is. Lantern Restaurant. Hi. How are you? Good. How are you?
Yeah, so you go inside?
Can I come in? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, my name is Mr. Mwewa. You speak English?
No.
You don't speak English? Okay. Who speaks English?
For apostle for inside.
The boss there.
Yes.
Okay. This is Lantian restaurant. Mayor Lusaka here.
Yeah.
He come? Yeah. All right. So I'm inside. I'll give you some information as soon as I speak to someone, and then I can give you the information that I have been given by the reporter that broke this story. I've just been speaking to him. Okay, this is the premises of the restaurant. Okay, it's a huge property. Huge, massive. I'm in here by myself, so anything happens to me. I'm kidding, that's a joke. That's a joke. Okay? Good afternoon, sir. Or is it good morning? Morning. How are you? Mwewa. Mkwai mwadida. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, really? You knew my parents?
You know each other?
I used to supply them a lot of Hungarian sausages at the time. I used to work for Zambia Pork Products.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
interesting.
Your aunt, yeah, used to run a canteen there at Simoson.
Yeah.
Sir. Please don't. Yeah, are you taking videos?
I'm recording. Yeah. I just wanted to ask you one question.
But why can I have a right to refuse?
Well, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can have the right to refuse.
Like, people
But
take
can I ask a
Okay.
question though?
Yeah, ask.
Yeah. Without I'm not recording you. Okay.
The sound.
Yeah.
Pause it for a moment.
But you know what? It's really important for me to.
I know.
Yeah. You know what? It's important for both of us. It's important for both of us to know what's going on. No, you can sit here, sir, and then I'll stand here, if that's okay with you.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, I'll do that. My name is Mwewa. Mwewa. I'm a vlogger. You know what a vlogger is? Yeah. On Facebook.
All right.
Yeah. So we heard a story about the restaurant. We're concerned as Zambian citizen. Yes. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to explain what is going on. Yes. First of all, my question is it true that you don't allow black Zambians to come inside here? Is that true?
It's not true at all.
Why are people saying that? Why did the movie report say that? The story apparently is there was a young black Zambian. He came here with his Chinese wife, but he was asked to leave because according to the story, black people are not allowed here. Is that true? And if it's not, please explain.
Yeah, it's a long explanation. First of all, she was misrepresenting herself under the company policy. Okay? We're open to everybody. Okay? This restaurant, this shop is open to everybody. Zambians, foreigners, including Chinese. We're open to everybody, to the public. She was misrepresenting herself. She's not good at English. What she was trying
So you're saying she's not good at English?
she's not very good at English.
Okay.
To explain more details of other things. Now the policy we have is against the COVID-19 pandemic. We have some protection measurement, okay? Including anyone enters the shop should wear a mask. And there shouldn't be more than 5 or 6 people, too many people at one time in the shop, okay? We always check if there are too many people, the others have to wait a bit. And at one time, we even had the most strict policy to say no one should enter the shop. Everyone should stop at the table there, tell the shop manager what goods they want. Then the shop manager will get the goods and handle it to them at the table where they're waiting. Okay? So she could not explain that properly. Okay? We have a lot of Zambian customers at the restaurant. Of course, the shop, honestly saying, they're few because most of the stuff we're selling here is for Chinese cuisine. Okay?
Chinese cuisine.
Yeah, Chinese cuisine.
So most of your customers are Chinese.
From Chinese community.
Right.
So this, like that manager, that lady, she used to deal with Chinese. That's why they use the Chinese language. And we do have this in English region as well to remind our customers, please wearing a mask due to this pandemic period. So that's the truth. But she could not explain that properly. And I think she was not given a proper chance to explain. You know, she's not good at English. From the video I can see, she's not given a chance to explain her properly. And meanwhile, we are around. Myself, I'm the boss. I'm around. I was not called to help her to explain. The reporter who took the video didn't even call us to confirm whether the story is true or not. Okay? So what I can assure you is that it's not true that we have such a policy against the Zambians. Don't allow them to enter our premises. No, it's completely wrong. Okay?
Okay.
The only thing she is that manager. She was mispresenting herself.
Okay. So she misspoke.
Yes.
She didn't articulate
Yes.
correctly.
You will explain something to the officer. You from another angle. He said it's like a private talking between them at the beginning. Then things turned out to be what? I'm not. Maybe you can also take a picture.
Okay, but before I get to him, though, I have to ask you two other questions. Is it true that the mayor was here this morning?
Yes.
And what did the mayor say and what did he do?
Okay. The mayor has sent his team from Lusaka City Council. They checked around, found some, what should I say? Some way of breach of regulations. Okay.
Yeah. Regulations.
Regulations.
I understand that,
Yes.
that your licenses have expired. Is that true?
Business levy license. They didn't fund it. I told them it's in the office. Okay, I can still bring them. Okay. And there's some drinks which without a proper English labeling.
Yes, because
okay, that is our fault. You know, as I explained, it's an ongoing process. We're busy doing that labeling thing, but they said, okay, the law says before you open, you sell them, you should finish that way. Okay, that is our problem. We are behind the request, you know, requested way.
let me just clarify that point. What you're saying is that one of the things that the Lusaka City Council personnel came to talk about was the fact that some of your products are labeled in total Chinese, Mandarin, that there's no English on the products.
Some of them.
Right.
I haven't managed to put the label
Right.
there, the English label.
So you're saying you admit that is
that is
an oversight on your part.
Yes.
What are you doing to change that?
We actually, as I explained, we were following instruction from, talking about the labeling of the products we're selling. I don't know, I should show you a sample. We printed those English labeling, okay? Names, expiry date, the contents of the products, everything. Now, we need to stick them one by one on the items we're selling, okay? Because some of them are in big quantities, so we cannot finish them at once. What the way we are using is a continued process. We first, those on the shelves, maybe 10 of them, 20 of them, we label them. Okay? Meanwhile, we print some more for the one in stock. Now they're saying that why they found some of the items without labeling. Because sometimes the customers, they will just take the one who got labeling, you see? But the rest of them, we haven't got time to put on. So that is the problem being discovered. Okay. And we have to admit, it's still our problem. It's still our problem. And we are following the instruction of the authority. We are cooperating with them to correct whatever problem we have, follow the law, and continue our business. This is a lovely country. And I've been here more than 20 years.
Because you speak very good English.
Not very good, but at least
Well, you communicate very.
I
So
can express myself.
right, if you can just go ahead and cut that phone. Thank you. So let me ask you one last question, though.
Yes.
What about, I understand that not only did the mayor come, there is, one of the reporters says that the restaurant has been closed.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
So right now the restaurant has been closed
Yes.
by the Lusaka City Council.
Yes.
Explain that.
Okay. That's why. Sorry. I was asking you where are you coming from because we have closed it according to the instruction from the mayor. This place is closed. The queue. We finish all those issues which they discovered.
So the restaurant is closed, has been closed by Lusaka City Council until all of the irregularities are sorted out. Name,
Yeah, can I put something also?
Please.
We closed this restaurant from middle of March when this
COVID.
COVID-19 just break out in Lusaka. We made a decision to close it because it's no longer safe to provide this restaurant service. So we closed the restaurant. Then only the shop remains open because the Chinese who are staying home, although they're not eating from here, they still need those materials for their cooking.
That's in that shop there.
Yes.
Do you have the key for that? Could you give me a tour of the shop? Is that possible? Is that okay? That'd be a great thing, you know, to clarify this issue. That would be a great
I
thing.
have to be careful because I need a reporter
Yeah.
For now,
to report the story for me, no problem.
Okay.
As long as it's a truth.
Okay.
As long as it's a truth.
Okay.
Don't twist
Yeah.
what I mean. Maybe my English is not good enough.
No, I get you.
So don't twist what I want to say. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's true that again the media announced this place is closed, but actually we closed this restaurant since middle of March.
Since the COVID.
Yes.
Right. So you closed the shop.
We closed. No, we didn't close the shop.
Sorry, you closed the restaurant.
Yes.
As per government instruction.
Yes.
All the restaurants in the country
Even
were
before-
closed.
Actually, before the president announced the closure of all the restaurant and public places. You see?
So you closed even before the president announced it. So what you're saying, just to be clear, what you're saying is that the shop was open because you sell things like noodles and oils and ingredients to the Chinese community. So that's the shop that has caused
That's
this.
the reason the shop is still open till we got that bad.
So is the shop still operational?
Now closed.
Now closed.
Since morning, before the media arrived here.
Before the mayor arrived.
Yeah, the mayor arrived here. I heard that about that video. I watched it. I was upset as well. I'm not happy with what that Chinese lady did. So I made my decision to discipline her by stop her work immediately. And she's the only manager at the moment in the shop. So the shop is also closed.
So basically what you're saying to me is that this whole thing was a misunderstanding. That this whole thing was because she didn't know how to properly communicate. Okay, let me ask you this. What was she supposed to say? What was she supposed to say? What was the correct thing for her to say?
She was mentioning, she sent me the video footage for what happened the first day when the Zambia gentleman came with his wife. She was saying something like, why she stopped the Zambian gentleman is just because she was not wearing a mask.
He was not wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, he was not
Okay.
wearing a mask. But I haven't confirmed that. She just sent me the footage for the CCTV.
Okay, so stop there, just to be clear.
Yeah.
So you're saying your manager, the Chinese lady that was working there, she said when the black gentleman came, the Zambian that came with his Chinese wife, that he didn't come here with a mask. So she, your shop manager, she stopped him because he didn't wear a mask. Is that what you're saying?
That is the first time she recorded and told me.
Uh-huh.
Then later, he was trying to recall what happened because it has happened in 2 different days. Okay, the first day is the couple came, and the following day they came with a reporter from Moi TV. Okay, the first day when they came, she could not remember it. Either the man wasn't wearing a mask, or by that time in the shop there's already 5 or 6 customers which is reached the limitation of the shop. Okay, so we want
Because you
the
only allow 5 customers
not
at a
more than
time.
that. We want
Yeah.
them to keep distance. And
Right.
you know this shop, the ventilation is not very good.
Yeah.
This type of
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you only allow 5 customers at a time.
Not more than that.
Right.
Okay. Actually, we don't. Nowadays, we don't have too many customers.
Yeah.
They always come 1 or 2,
Yeah.
3. So this is what she was trying to record. Then she, oh, where's my phone? She sent me the video footage. If you have interest, we can have a look at together to say what's happened the first day when they came. Okay. Then, of course, the second day turned out like a disaster.
Yeah.
She was asking questions she could not answer.
Yeah.
You know, there was just simply, I heard what the reporter was saying. Put it in short, you are called a foreigner in your own country.
So let me ask you about that specifically. Did your shop owner say foreigners are not allowed here? And can you explain to me what the word, what is foreigner in Chinese, in Mandarin? How do you say foreigner?
Lao Wai.
That's a foreigner.
Lao Wai.
Did she say Lawai is not allowed here?
I don't know what she was talking with the Chinese lady.
Right.
I haven't got chance to ask her to record the whole conversation, you know. So,
But does
she
the
was talking to the Chinese lady in Chinese and trying to explain to her.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I will take this chance if I can find that Zambian gentleman and the wife. We want to apologize to them and try to explain what happened, why this thing happened. We want to apologize and explain how our shop used to operate. We are not racist. We are not mistreating people.
You're not racist and you're not mistreating people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I hope we can be given a chance to talk to them directly, face to face, apologize, and try to get the forgiveness. It's a misunderstanding for me.
Okay.
At least it's not what we are supposed to do here. We are doing it. No.
Okay.
It will be done.
Okay. That's clear. What I'm hearing you say is that this was something that was lost in translation. That the shopkeeper said something that she didn't know how to communicate, and it was misinterpreted
people may-
according to what you're telling me.
People may disagree with me, but what I can assure here is that we never had a policy to say that we don't receive
We don't receive
Zambians
right.
or black people as they said.
Yeah.
No,
So you don't have that
we
policy.
don't have that. And
You don't have a
look at
discriminatory
our
policy.
staffs, our friends here, we
Yeah.
have so many.
So these people work for you.
Yes.
They work here.
Yes.
So you don't have a policy because you see in the video, one of the things that was mentioned was that the Chinese people would come with their black drivers. Okay, the Chinese national would be allowed in the shop. He purchases the goods. Then the black driver stands by the door, gets the goods, puts them in the car. My question is, does that happen?
It happened if the driver was not wearing a mask. Number one. Actually, why we say that? Because we noticed that when people are ignoring this virus, they don't take it serious. At the beginning, I'm telling the truth. At the beginning in this country, they don't take it very seriously, like the rest of the world. But only Chinese, when we know that it has broke out in China and it caused a big problem. So everybody, even here, we are very careful. We start wearing masks. Then we told our customers, if you just came from China recently, if you haven't done the isolation, 2 weeks isolation, please don't enter our shop. That is rule number one. Rule number two, if you've isolated yourself, you found that you have no any symptoms of the virus, fine. You are allowed to come, but with a mask. Now, here comes to that story you're asking. When the drivers driving them here, sometimes they call the drivers to help them to lift the goods, right? But when we discovered that the driver was not given a mask,
He's not allowed to enter.
yes, we tell them no. Tell your driver to wait outside because he has no mask. But now, of course, nowadays everybody knows that we should put a mask. Then you are allowed. Actually, the same gentleman and the reporter was allowed to enter the shop. They walked free to check the goods. Then they came out and start ask questions. And the problem starts from there. The lady could not explain properly.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. You're Mr.
Tongue is managed.
Mr. Tung? I'll be very frank with you. I have a clearer picture of what happened here now. It's clearer to me. What you're telling me and what my audience here, many of them are beginning to understand, is that you do not have a discriminatory policy. In other words, you don't say black people are not allowed. But you do have a policy that stops anyone who doesn't come here with a mask.
Without a mask.
Sorry, without a mask. Thank you for that correction. Without a mask. Without a mask. Let's be clear. So if you don't have a mask, you're not allowed to enter.
Yes. That is rule number one. Rule
Yeah.
number two, we don't want too many people to stay in that shop at one time. So sometimes we control the numbers.
5 people max in the shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not 5, 6. I ask them to handle by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they think, too many people that crowded and they talk to each other so closely. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good for their own health as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, Mr. Tung, is it Mr. Tung? Tung. Thank you. I thank you for your time and thank you.
thank you. Give me the chance to tell clear.
You've
more
explained
details about what's happening.
you've explained it very clearly, and you've given us a clear picture of what happened. But I'm also hoping that you will clear up the problem of making sure that your products are labeled,
That's why we
in
say-
English, because we don't all speak Chinese or Mandarin. That's very important. Make sure that your licenses are all in order. When are you going to fix all that? When are you going to fix all of that problem?
I think just in less than a week time, because the license they were talking about, either we have them, the original ones in our office, which just by mistake they haven't hung out there, or we have paid the money, renewed it, approved, we haven't got the actual paper yet.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's for the license issue. Now for the laboring issue, we have to pay more attention to that. It's not it's our priority now, because we are always behind what is supposed to be done, in time. So we are paying more attention
Okay.
to that.
Well,
And
Mr.
please, I take the chance, if that couple see your blog, I hope they can give us a chance to approach them and talk to them and protest to them.
Okay.
Yes.
So guys, Facebook, Mr. Tung here would like the young couple to come back in here, and they would like to apologize for any misunderstanding. And I'll be very frank with you, Mr. Tung. This morning I was very upset, but I know, I'm 50 years old, and I know in life that not everything is what it seems to be. It's very important to get both sides of the story. One of my college professors used to say to me when I was in college, Dr. Billy Wheeler, I'll never forget, he said, son, there are 3 sides to every story. There's your side, my side, and the truth. You see?
True.
Yeah. So I wanted to come here to find out for myself, to get firsthand information from you, compare it with the story that's been published, and then weigh it. And based on what you're telling me,
Yes.
it's clear to me it was a misunderstanding. It was the words that were spoken and lost in translation, number one. But the biggest thing that you've said here that I've understood is that you don't allow people in the shop who are not wearing a mask.
We're facing this pandemic.
Yeah.
It's so serious.
Yeah.
Everybody should take care of himself and even others' health.
Yeah.
You don't put mask, you said you don't care. How about the others?
Yeah.
They can be
Yeah.
infected by you.
Absolutely.
You see?
Absolutely.
So it's just simple. We are following the government's instructions, what the president announced. Those measures must be in place.
Yes.
Even now, recently, the president has announced that they allow the restaurant to reopen as long as you meet the requirements.
Yes.
But we think we're not ready yet.
So so even though the president has announced,
Yes.
you feel you're not ready.
Yeah, we are not ready to reopen it. You
Okay.
know, there's a lot of issues to address first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Tong, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I hope I make friends with you.
No, you've spoken very well. You've spoken very well. Babu Ishi, how are you, sir?
All right.
Tell me, who are you here? Do you work with Mr. Tong? Okay. So this whole thing was a misunderstanding.
Both a misunderstanding, and if there was anything else, I could only say that the lady in question was not representing the views of the company, but her personal views. And that's why maybe we could say discipline action has been taken against her.
Okay. Okay. Because Mr. Tong says she didn't say it right. She probably misused the wrong word.
Yes.
And
according to what was reported to him, but what I'm saying is the people who are on the ground themselves may have a different view. But I'm saying if they have a different view, whatever she said might not represent what the company policy is. It's just a personal views, and that's why a disciplinary action has been taken against her.
all right. Well, sir, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we hope that everything goes back to normal.
And one thing
Yeah.
maybe that is clear about the drivers remaining behind, because of this five people policy going inside, we have a gentleman who has come with a driver. So we would choose one. Who would you choose to go inside? The driver or the purchaser himself?
The purchaser.
The purchaser will go inside. That means the driver will remain outside. But because of this same thing that has come out now, it's standing like, okay, the driver has remained outside because
he's black.
No, that's not the issue.
I can see how this whole thing was misunderstood and misconstrued. And already some people here on Facebook are saying, Mr. Mwaya, just a galebo. I've seen it firsthand, and I've heard the explanation. And to me, it sounds genuine. It sounds genuine, and I understand. I do, and I've gotten both sides of the story. Thank you so much, brother. God bless, and thank you for the water. Appreciate it. Take care. See you guys. Bye. All right, so there you heard it. It was a misunderstanding. And that's the shop there. And they've got a policy. Only 5 people are allowed to go in that shop at a time. And if anyone doesn't have a mask, they're not allowed to go in there. So that's where all the debacle came from. So I'm going to go. It's a beautiful property, though. I have to tell you, we should come in and have lunch sometime. Yeah. Mr. Tang, thank you so much.
Chuck, are you coming back to do some?
I'll come for lunch.
Yeah, but not only lunch. You have to tell people this is a good place.
Yeah. Well, not only because you're telling me that, but because I've heard your side of the story, and I'm convinced. Okay. It's clear to me what happened here, now that I've weighed both sides. Yeah. So when you're open, let me know. Okay.
I must have your contact number.
Sure.
Have you ever been to my place before?
No, this is the first time. I've never been here before.
Actually, it's a nice one.
Yeah.
People like it.
They like it here, huh? Okay. Can I get maybe you punch it in for me?
I regret that we caught such a problem
Yeah.
at this moment.
Let me punch my number in there, and then you can give me a call.
Okay, tell me how to spell them.
Just put Simon Mwewa.
Simon.
Yeah. You can check out our Facebook page. It's called Simon
go on.
Mwewa Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you? Okay. Yeah, that's it. So let me just punch in my So let me punch in my number now.
exactly.
And then you can give me a call.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good that the media can come to get the truth, you know. I was worrying that I cannot be given a chance to explain myself.
Yeah.
This is bad, you know. I oppose any form of racism or mistreating, you know, us as a foreigner. We are the foreigner in this country.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful and peaceful country. I stayed 23 years now in this country.
You've been in Zambia 23 years.
23 years.
Amazing.
I came in 1997.
Amazing. Fantastic.
When I was young.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting old, just like you. Almost at the same.
Mr. Tang, are you saying I'm an old man?
I'm saying we are age mates.
We're age mates. Careful, Mr. Tang. Thank you, Mr. Tang. Have a good one. Just save that. Give me a just give me a missed call and then we'll make a plan. Cheers. Have a good one. Cheers. All right. All right, guys. It's up to you to make your decision, but I've got both sides of the story, and it's clear to me what happened here. I always remember Professor Billy Wheeler's advice when I was young in college. He says, son, there are three sides to a story. There's your side, my side, and then there's the truth. All right, guys, God bless. Have a good one, and have a great day. Bye.
You just heard the Chinese man lying. Well, I don't think the Chinese woman would make such an allegation. She spoke Chinese. She understands Chinese. So how did she misrepresent the whole conversation? Haha, wow.
Hi guys,
Hey,
I'm with the big boss himself, Simon Mwewa.
hey guys,
We've just finished a live stream on his Facebook page.
and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So informative.
Very, I think. So you guys can go to his Facebook page. What's the Facebook page name?
My Facebook page is Simon Mwewa Lane, and my YouTube channel, Simon Mwewa Lane. I learned that from her. YouTube is the truth, y'all.
Yeah. So please don't forget to subscribe to his YouTube channel and also check out his content on his Facebook page. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Z.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button and follow me on all social media platforms at lilymutamztv.